you need a little help getting in and out of your chair, we have you covered with a large selection of lift and power recliners at Ruckers Furniture.
It's already right there, and that should be moving in as we go through really the course of tomorrow. There'll be a couple of showers around in the morning, but more wet weather as we go into the afternoon, and especially on Sunday morning. Look at this precipitation. This goes actually all through next week, but there'll be a little snow in the mountains here this weekend, and then we've got more wet weather next week. Another slow-moving storm. All right, who else tried to take a look at the northern lights last night? So this is a little chart, all right, and I'll simplify it for you, but obviously there's some yellow and orange at the end right there. That's this morning. So the solar storm arrived at about 6 this morning. It's going on right now. Got a K index over 6 briefly. but under those conditions, some of us should be able to see it. So might want to take a look outside tonight off towards the north. Probably not going to see it in any city lights, but again, like I said yesterday, it's tough forecasting weather on the planet here, and it's very difficult forecasting weather coming from the sun. All right, Saturday, a couple of storms. Sunday, a little snow. We'll talk elevations coming up in the full forecast. And yes, more wet weather, but that means drought improvement. I'll have more on the full forecast later on.
The Last Chance tour train has been running since 1954. It gives the about 20,000 visitors who ride it each year a look at Helena's history. But last year, things got a little off track for the train. They had to replace 2 of their towing units. Not an easy feat financially, but the community stepped up to make it happen. MTN's Evan Charney shows us how the train is getting back on track.
The Last Chance tour train has been a Helena staple for years. Last year, they reached out to the community asking for help to save the train. Now, let's take a look to see where things are at the start of their touring season.
Oh, we are well on our way to saving the train. I expect this unit will last another 50 years easily, and we'll just keep going.
Since fundraising started last year, the tour train has raised just under $100,000 of the $150,000 needed to replace one of their towing units. That unit is beyond repair and now out of commission for the season. To make up for losing half of its seats, the train added a 7 p.m. evening tour. Construction on the new unit is a month underway. But the new train will look a little bit different, keeping the Ford F450 truck base and the upgrades it brings.
The other tour trains were cut down and then rebuilt. We're going to use the unit as it is intact, which will mean less maintenance, which will be easier to drive and safer.
Work on the new unit is being done at Helena College's airport campus. It still has over 500 more hours of work for the project to be finished. Train staff appreciates the community's continued support through the process.
Yeah, the community has just come forward as we knew that they would, and has supported us so greatly. We're grateful beyond words.
The team is hopeful the new unit will make its debut at next year's Vigilante Day Parade. In Helena, Evan Charney, MTN News.
Screwworm was confirmed in Texas, and here in Montana, state livestock officials have moved to restrict certain animal imports. But the Montana Farmers Union says more safeguards may need to be in place if the parasite continues to spread. As MTN's Madison Collier explains, the group is encouraging ranchers to closely monitor their herds for signs of infection.
New World screwworm has not been found in Montana, but after one confirmed case in South Texas, Montana's Department of Livestock issued an emergency order to help keep it that way. So why should Montana care about a case more than 1,000 miles away? It comes down to animal movement. Cattle, horses, pets, and other animals can travel long distances, and if one is infected, the pest can travel with it. The pest is a parasitic fly that can infest wounds or openings of warm-blooded animals. Montana Farmers Union President Walter Schweitzer says he's concerned about an infected animal bringing it into the state and what even one case could mean for Montana livestock markets.
You know, we ship a lot of our feeder calves now go north to Canada, where they export them to the markets we lost because of the tariffs. And if we have any sort of disruption like this, they may block those imports. And so I really appreciate the Montana Department of Livestock and their efforts to make sure and try to prevent that from happening.
Under the emergency order, some animals from affected areas now need additional documentation before entering the state. Schweitzer calls the order a good first step, but says if more cases are found, Montana may need to go further.
Time will tell. If there's more cases, then the Department of Livestock is probably going to have to ramp it up a little bit more, require treatment of any animals in the infested area, maybe even a short quarantine to make sure.
For producers and pet owners, Schweitzer says the message is not panic, it is prevention.
If there's any question, you see a wound or a lesion, or if your animal seems to be a little bit sick, get a hold of a vet. They know what to look for, and they know how to treat it.
Montana's order is effective immediately, and for now, Montanans can stay updated through.
At the Real Food Market in Delhi, you can support a local business by savoring real food that's healthy, delicious, and ready to eat. Our international hot bar is freshly made in our award-winning deli, along with an organic salad bar, soups, custom-made sandwiches, deli meats and cheeses, Sunday brunch, and more. Real food makes a real difference, and you can taste it at the Real Food Market and Deli, serving Helena since 1975.
Step into the black tie event of the summer at the breathtaking site of the historic Broadwater Hotel, a hidden jewel tucked just west of Helena. Rain or shine, the evening unfolds like a dream with refined garden party cuisine, red carpet elegance, and a shimmering masquerade beneath the trees. As the sun sets, guests are treated to an intimate concert of beloved film and symphonic music performed by the Helena Symphony Orchestra and Chorale. Enchanting and unforgettable, this is the Helena event you simply cannot miss.
Here's to the early risers and the daily grinders. You deserve energy that works as hard as you do. And at Northwestern Energy, we're always on the clock, investing in stronger, more resilient resources and improving our services so you can keep building a brighter future and stay powered even when the workday is done. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
Get up-to-the-minute local news, weather, and sports when you want it. Download the KTVH News app in the Apple or Android store now. Sponsored by Top Gun Auto Body, where good enough just isn't good enough.
Let the professionals at St. Peter's Health provide the advice you need. Watch Wellness 101 on KTVH for expert tips on healthy living. St. Peter's Health, your hometown health care since 1883.
Remove the risk from your home playing field. Go to fda.gov/health-playbook.
You're watching KTVH, part of the Scripps News Group.
Nothing like what tomorrow and Wednesday will be. Look at this. By tomorrow afternoon, wind picking up pretty strong. Wind will be even stronger on Wednesday. And that's when we've got the high wind watch that'll go into effect here. Windy all the way through Wednesday night into Thursday. But Fergus County, Judith Basin County, Mark County, Southern Cascade County, including the Helena Valley, a high wind watch, sustained wind 30 to 40, gusts up to 60 miles per hour. Yeah, it's not going to be a very pleasant day on Wednesday. There are the showers with the next storm moving in, rain, some thunder, and that will move in over the next few days. And elsewhere around the country, some showers and storms extending from the Great Lakes down to the Gulf Coast. So through this evening, clouds continue to increase. We'll have a few showers in the morning. Should be dry overnight tonight. But look at the showers around tomorrow. A couple of thunderstorms moving through, spreading across the state. Mostly cloudy, if not overcast skies with those showers and thunderstorms. There'll be little intervals maybe in between the rain, and showers will continue through Tuesday night into Wednesday, but look at that snow. I know a few people, including myself, got to see some snow falling this weekend up in the mountains. It'll stay in the mountains. Look at this rain coming down through Wednesday morning into Wednesday afternoon. Again, the Golden Triangle up there around Havre and Harlem. Precipitation totals, again, a little dusting of snow up to a couple inches in the mountains, and we're talking a few tenths of an inch, not inches of rain like we saw a few weekends ago. Tonight, not as chilly as it was last night and this morning. There was a little ice out there on the bird bath this morning in some areas. Tomorrow, scattered showers, thunderstorms, mostly cloudy. 60s to about 70 degrees, a little bit of a wind. Yeah, Wednesday even worse. Colder temperatures, highs in the 50s. Higher elevations will see temperatures in the 40s, even on, again, a little touch of that snow in the mountains. Into Thursday, some showers early on. Moving out, though, becoming partly cloudy in the 60s and a pretty good wind. And then Friday, TGIF. That looks great, not just because it's Friday. This little front, though, that'll come down through the state as we go into the start of the weekend. So Helena, scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow and Wednesday. Thursday, still pretty windy, but we're drying out. Friday looks fantastic, and it's likely we will have a few showers around on Saturday, but should clear for Sunday. And Great Falls, showers and thunderstorms Tuesday, Wednesday into Thursday morning, and then again Saturday.
Hard memory in American history lives on at the Heart Mountain Interpretive Center in Cody, Wyoming. The museum and memorial opened a new exhibit honoring more than 80 draft resistors who refused to fight in World War II because they and their families were among the 120,000 people of Japanese descent held against their will in internment camps across the U.S. And at 100 years old, a man who lived in this camp spoke to MTN's David J. about the history he and others made here.
More than 80 men of Japanese descent held by the United States at the Heart Mountain Relocation Center refused to register during World War II for the military draft, including then 18-year-old Takashi Hoshizaki.
And then when they came up to the drafting is out of the camp, I said, this is really crazy.
Takashi Hoshizaki is now 100 years old and the last of the draft resistors still alive. These men formed a group known as the Fair Play Committee. They were all held at Heart Mountain and would meet in the mess hall to discuss the issue.
I decided not to answer the draft call at that time.
The draft resistors lived in a camp here. They resisted because the rights of Americans of Japanese descent were being violated. And so they would have been fighting for the United States while their relatives were incarcerated.
Under the current circumstances, if I am in this camp with my family being treated this way, I can't answer the draft.
Kelly Stussy is the Interpretive Center's Director of Interpretation and Preservation. She questions President Roosevelt's Executive Order 9066 that led to the internment of 120,000 people of Japanese descent at 10 camps in the U.S.
Of course it was legal. The law was written intentionally to allow this to happen. Was it constitutional is a larger question.
Stussy calls what Hoshizaki and the other draft resistors did patriotic.
Sometimes patriotism is also holding your country accountable.
All 63 men went to trial in Cheyenne, where a judge found them guilty of violating the Selective Services Act and sentenced them to 3 years in federal prison. Hoshizaki understood the historical significance at the time the newspaper photographer took this picture.
So I stuck my head up in between the people and so that my face would be visible in the picture.
Hoshizaki spent 3 years in prison, was pardoned by President Truman. His family moved back to Los Angeles, and he did serve his country on his own terms in the U.S. Army during the Korean War.
Our civil rights are back, and I felt that with the draft call that I would gladly serve.
20 more draft resistors received the same verdict later in Cheyenne, and Stussy says these draft resistors have earned their right to a special exhibit as they teach one example of what has kept America and the Constitution strong for 250 years.
The United States was founded on the idea that you can push back.
In Powell, David J., MTN News.
MTN News at 5 continues right after this.
Communication is the essence of every relationship. It's a big part of nearly everything we do, and as unique as every individual. But when it becomes difficult, that's when Montana Accessible Communications can help. For qualified people, MTAC can help with a wide selection of no-cost equipment to fit a variety of lifestyles. Montana Accessible Communications. Contact us at 800-833-8503 or visit us at montanarelay.mt.gov.
Hey,
Hey, let's go somewhere fun with AAA. Let's go for a night on the town. No kids. Let's go for a weekend away. Okay, let's bring the kids. But first, let's get this fixed.
AAA, your membership to go.
Ashley's Stars and Stripes sale is going on now. Save big on living room, dining room, bedroom sets, mattresses, and so much more. Discover incredible deals with doorbusters starting at $379. Plus, you can save up to $1,000 store-wide and take advantage of excellent financing with 0% interest for 60 months. Make your home the place to be this summer during the Stars and Stripes sale. Only at Ashley, locally owned and operated.
What makes Touchmark a community is the fact that we care. Touchmark is a place where our team members are going to ask you how you're doing. How is your day? They're not going to walk past you and ignore you. Touchmark is about building those relationships.
The ability that we have to get to know residents and make sure that they are getting what they need.
The friendship you establish with people, you just feel like one big family. It's been a blessing for me to be here at Touchmark.
I was diagnosed at 65.
37. Earlier than most.
Every 9 minutes, someone is diagnosed with Parkinson's disease.
And every one of them can turn to the American Parkinson Disease Association. Visit apdaparkinson.org to learn more and show your support today.
Remove the risk from your home playing field. Go to fda.gov/healthplaybook.
Jim Darcy Elementary School in Helena, hands-on learning through agriculture has been a tradition for over 20 years. Now these youngsters have a better understanding of some of the jobs Montanans do every day. MTN's Madeline Heath has tonight's Montana Ag Network report.
Through roping and farm equipment and meeting guys like these, students are embracing the importance of agriculture in our everyday lives.
I think it's important because kids need to learn about farming, because if we didn't have farms, there'd be no food.
Every student had the opportunity to go through over 20 different stations, highlighting livestock, careers, and crops.
So then we can know more about animals, and it's really fun for the whole class and the whole school.
From more common farm animals like goats and cattle to as unique as emu, kids learn the individual purpose and products each provides to the treasure state.
It's just really important for me to teach that to my kids and pass that on to them, and it's a great opportunity for us to spend quality time together.
Although Carter Wilson is a student at the school, agriculture is so important to him and ingrained into his upbringing that he wanted to teach his classmates alongside his dad.
And I really hope it gets kids wanting to do this and wanting to farm.
Jim Darcy Ag Day has been a long-time staple in the Helena Valley, and with a focus on fun and hands-on experience, students are taking more than just the memories with them, but also what agriculture really means.
We need it to survive is we can get food and nutrients out of it to help make sure the city's healthy.
Reporting in the Helena Valley, Madeline Heath, MTN News.
MTN News at 5 continues right after this.
If you're living with neuropathy, you may be dealing with burning, numbness, and tingling in your legs and feet. Maybe it's progressed to pins and needles or problems with balance, making it harder to walk, drive, or simply feel steady on your feet. No matter what caused your neuropathy, it often comes down to 3 key issues: low blood flow, lack of oxygen to the nerves, and nerve damage where the signals break down or misfire. For many people, the most frustrating part is the diagnosis itself. You go to the doctor and you hear the same thing every time. You have neuropathy, here's a prescription, and you're just going to have to deal with it. I'm here to tell you there's hope. If you're tired of taking medications that just mask the problem and you're ready to try a proven, non-invasive approach designed to stop and even reverse neuropathy, then it's time to take the next step. Call today. I'm Dr. Jesse Scharnweber from Cornerstone Wellness Center, and I'm here to help you get your life back.
Helena's a great town. We have some amazing local businesses, and that's what makes it a special place.
Like Big Sky Cycling, a family-owned full-service bike shop offering professional repairs, expert bike sales, rentals, and quality gear for every rider. And right next door is Lone Pine Wool Emporium with made-in-Montana yarns, roving, fiber, unique gifts, and now offering classes for knitting, felting, and more.
Our local businesses are an important part of our community, so let's give them our support and help keep them around.
Get up-to-the-minute local news, weather, and sports when you want it. Download the KTVH News app in the Apple or Android store now. Sponsored by Big Sky Plumbing and Heating, supplying highest quality plumbing and HVAC solutions for more than 35 years.
At MTN News, we don't just cover your neighborhood. We live here.
The more we can listen and learn from our community members.
So driven, so motivated. Our journalists are dedicated to every part of Central Montana. Connect with KTVH weeknights at 6.
We're with all service members and their families. Are you with them? Learn more at uso.org today.
We're running out of time here on the MTN News, but we want to get one final check of the weather on this Monday.
It was a geomagnetic storm watch. We had the chance of the aurora. It did not happen. Well, tonight, I'm saying there's a chance. Might want to check it out. It's worth it. Maybe taking a couple minutes and looking up in the sky. However, we do have some clouds moving in ahead of the next storm system, and clouds are already increasing, and we'll have scattered showers and thunderstorms around the area tomorrow. Some rain showers, especially through the afternoon. Very wet Wednesday afternoon in Great Falls through Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Friday looks good. Friday night into Saturday, another front comes through. And for the capital, yeah, maybe a little aurora borealis here tonight. Tomorrow, widespread showers and thunderstorms. Chilly rain on Wednesday with some wind. We got that high wind watch. Thursday clears out. Friday looks nice. Also have a few showers coming up on Saturday.
That's all the time we have for now, but coming up later on the MTN News, a 13-year-old boy seriously injured after falling from a carnival ride in Butte. We're going to hear from fairgoers who saw it happen. Hope you have a good rest of your evening. We'll see you in just a bit.